Welcome back to the Baby Criminologist, where justice isn't blind, it's just peeking over a crib rail. Okay, people, imagine you're walking into kindergarten. You've got your crayons, your juice box, and your nap mat. But wait, hold up. Before finger painting, you gotta walk past Officer Johnson, a metal detector, and maybe even a K9 unit sniffing your teddy bear. Yeah, welcome to Baby Jail 101, the school edition. But here's the big question. Has adding all these police officers and security guards in schools actually stopped violence? Or is it just like giving me a pacifier? Feels good, but doesn't actually fix the problem? The idea to expand police in schools started after high-profile tragedies like Columbine and Sandy Hook. The big solution became, put more police in schools. Makes sense on the surface, right? If you're worried about school shootings or fights, who better than the people with handcuffs and walkie-talkies? But did it reduce serious violence? Not really. According to recent research, there's little evidence that SROs actually stop school shootings or major violent incidents. The whole "they'll save the day" narrative isn't backed by consistent proof. Now you may ask, if the student resource officer aren't reducing school shootings, then are they having any positive impact on schools? Research led by the University of Albany found that schools with SROs saw about a 30% drop in good old-fashioned non-firearm violence. We're talking fewer hallway fights, fewer threats, basically fewer baby-style brawls over who gets the last chocolate milk. At the same time, there are way more kids ending up with criminal records for stuff that, before, would have been handled with a trip to the principal's office or maybe detention. We're talking things like mouthing off in class, breaking dress code, or having a little too much baby energy in the cafeteria, suddenly turning into suspension-worthy, or even arrest-worthy, offenses. That matters, because harsh punishments don't just end the fun at recess. They can derail a student's entire future. They create lifelong consequences, like mental trauma and rap sheets so long they make Santa's naughty list look like a sticky note. Only difference is that Santa throws his list away every year. The legal system keeps theirs forever. And trust me, if this keeps up instead of school photos, my baby album's going to be mugshots. Offense. Running a black market pacifier ring. Hilarious for me, but some kids really have seen their school days end in cuffs instead of crayons. Don't believe me? Here are just a few real-world examples out of countless others I could have chosen. In 2021, a 6-year-old student was arrested for picking a tulip at a bus stop in North Carolina. The child was so young that in court she had difficulty paying attention and was given a coloring book by her attorney. In 2020, a 10-year-old girl with a known disability was arrested by 3 police officers at her school in Honolulu for creating cartoon drawings of other students, which had been drawn the day before as a coping mechanism by several students to a recent bullying incident. She was placed in a room with police by herself, her mother was not allowed to see her, and she was taken away in handcuffs for an innocent drawing. And let's not forget the 12-year-old student who was arrested for the very violent and unacceptable crime of drooling on her desk at her school in New York. Clearly, someone had to crack down, because if kids can pick flowers, draw cartoons, and drool unchecked, who knows what anarchy would ensue next? Now you may ask, if having police in schools isn't actually making things safer, why do we keep adding more armed guards for kindergartners? Simple. It makes grown-ups feel good. The research indicates that teachers, administrators, and parents, basically, the grown-up squad, often feel that armed officers make schools safer and deter shootings. That's right. We're trading actual kids' futures for warm, fuzzy feelings for teachers and parents. You get the reassurance of a cop in the hall, and the kids get a record longer than their nap time. Look, just ask yourself the question, does this prevent real violence? Think about it. You watch the news, right? Do you honestly think school shootings have gone down in the last 20 years? Yeah, there's your answer. To wrap up, here's what we got. A bunch of teachers and parents feeling really good, kids feeling really uneasy, and not much in the way of real benefits to hang our hats on. Instead, we have a healthy school-to-prison pipeline, kids with mental health consequences, and more distrust brewing between police and future grown-ups than I have Baby Shark remixes haunting my every waking thought. Now what's the solutions? Number 1, kick them out. Well, kind of. Some schools are saying, maybe let's save the handcuffs for actual crime scenes and give the kids more books and computers instead. If they are going to stay, they don't need street training. They need to learn how to stop food fights, calm down tantrums, and keep the peace when someone yells, "He cut in line." Finally, there needs to be national standards. Yes, you protect the school, but no, you do not arrest someone for drooling. If this episode made you think twice about cops in classrooms, hit like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts on tiny school crimes. And remember, for school safety, think books over badges, crayons over cuffs, and higher teach pay over sirens. Until next Monday, pass it on. Ideas grow when we spread them. Together, let's keep thinking, questioning, and building. And seriously, don't miss next week. I've got more thoughts than a baby has toys that activate demonic Latin chants at 3 a.m. And if you skip, I'll send one straight to your living room.